Veedbadra was created by the hair root of Lord Shiva. And when he went there and he saw the yajna was totally tamasic, no share was given to Shiva. And you know what made him really angry? When he saw Sati body was in the fire. She was already gone, you know. And he didn't take it easy. My gosh! He invoked that tamasic quality. Tamasic means the bad side, the negative side. We all have three qualities. Sattvic, like all of you sitting tonight and listening. You have no choice. So you're listening quiet. That's sattvic. Like when you're fasting and fruits and you're eating, that's sattvic food. Even in nature, when it's peaceful and it's breezy, even nature has its sattvic moments. When things are active, like for example, the yajna is finished and you start to eat, and you want to reach home fast, and you're driving crazily, and you're active, that is rajasic. When there's storm and earthquake, even nature presents rajasic qualities. And of course, the worst one is tamasic. For example, if I'm reading, which is surely not here tonight, and you in samadhi and then you start to sleep. We don't know if it's S, samadhi, or S, sleep. We don't know. But when you go to sleep and activities are done, even food is like that. You have sattvic food like fruits and nuts. If you want to look young, then sattvic food must be eaten. Then you have rajasic food like plenty pepper, onion, garlic, you name it. Some people like the food called, what do you call it? Chattak.
Yummy.
Yes. Because too much of spice. Such devotees, those who eat excessive pepper, they may have good vitamin C, but spiritually it is not recommended for the mind. For example, in our tradition, they say you must not eat when you're fasting what food? What fruit? Baigan, or which we call eggplant. Have we ever asked why?
No.
When a Babaji comes to your home and he's fasting in a yajna, of course, he may like that, but it's not very soothing to consume, which we call eggplant or baigan as we say. And the reason for that, when I asked my guru in India, the answer was very simple. And he said, the seeds inside of that eggplant, when it's consumed, it arose and rise the senses. The senses become active. So therefore it interferes with the content of the mind, the seeds from the baigan or the eggplant. Of course, if you're in vacation, you can have it in all different flavor. They have it in olive gardens, they have it in baigan choka, they have aji choka, nani choka, all these things you can have. But for example, like tomorrow, and when you're in a yajna, it is not recommended. The seeds in that baigan, it really brings out the senses and you have no control out of it. So it is very tasty, but it's not good so much for spirituality. In India, the yogis, you will not find them tasting that. Even Sai Baba says, no, that is not to be consumed by me. Of course, there are certain foods, my dear friends, like I said, excessive onions. Then the pasina. What's pasina, anybody? Sweat. Pasina means your sweat. It even starts to smell a little different. But one who consumes sattvic food, their sweat becomes, like my Guruji, when he never wiped a perfume. But when you stand next to him, he radiates that very, very sweet odor. And Sai Baba as well. When I first met Swami Satya Sai Baba and he passed, of course he never wear perfume, but his scent was so sweet, like jasmine flower. When he passed and the breeze blew, my gosh. So, everything's fallen, even food fall into tamasic. So baigan and garlic, and they fall into that tamasic quality. And when we start to ill-speak others and hate others, and this ego rises, one becomes not sattvic, rajasic, but one becomes tamasic in quality. Anyway, that's a different spiritual journey. See, I can sit here and talk from my heart about spirituality, but I like to stick to what we are reading. And so, brothers and sisters, as Veedbadra came there, Veedbadra started to destroy everyone in that yajna. Many of the saints and the devatas, they were there because they know Daksh was the son of Lord Brahma. So they took his side. They were invited, of course, and they went. And they left after some time. Veedbadra, friends, destroyed that entire yajna. And he ended up cutting the head off Daksh Prajapati. And this is telling us that ego must be cut. That's why you cut the lime and you cut the coconut and Kali Puja and you cut. Bhagwan wants you to cut not the physical head, but the head, the ego that peeps out and says, me, mine, I, because of me. Friends, this power can make us really sour. And so he cut the head of Daksh Prajapati. Remember, it was not Lord Shiva, it was his form Veedbadra. Umarpati Mahadeva ki Jai.